Are you ready to explore a powerful ethical framework that can guide your decisions toward the greatest good for the greatest number? Understanding utilitarianism equips you with a pragmatic tool for ethical decision-making that prioritizes collective well-being and can be applied in various dimensions of life. Utilitarianism, a philosophical doctrine primarily associated with Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill, advocates for actions that maximize overall happiness and minimize suffering. It epitomizes the adage, "the greatest good for the greatest number." This consequentialist philosophy evaluates the moral worth of an action based on its outcome rather than the motives behind it. Jeremy Bentham introduced the principle of utility, or the greatest happiness principle, in the late 18th century. He proposed a quantitative approach to measure pleasure and pain, suggesting that the consequences of actions can and should be calculated to promote overall happiness. Bentham's hedonic calculus involves considering various factors like intensity, duration, certainty, and proximity of the pleasure or pain generated by an action. John Stuart Mill, influenced by Bentham, further developed utilitarianism by acknowledging qualitative differences between pleasures. According to Mill, higher, intellectual and moral pleasures hold more value than lower, basic physical pleasures. He famously stated, "It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied. Better to be Socrates dissatisfied than a fool satisfied." 1. Ethical decision-making. Utilitarianism provides a structured methodology for evaluating moral dilemmas. By assessing potential outcomes through the lens of pleasure and pain, individuals and policymakers can make decisions that promote overall well-being. For instance, in public policy, utilitarian principles might guide resource allocation by prioritizing initiatives that yield the maximum benefit for the majority. 2. Business and economics. Utilitarianism finds practical application in business ethics and economic theories. Companies can leverage utilitarian principles to weigh the social impact of their practices and decisions, from product development to corporate social responsibility initiatives. The guiding question remains: will this action maximize happiness and minimize harm? 3. Healthcare. In medical ethics, utilitarian principles often underpin controversial decisions, such as triage in emergency care, organ transplantation, and public health strategies. Prioritizing treatments and resources based on the greatest overall benefit can help navigate complex ethical landscapes in healthcare. 4. Environmental ethics. Utilitarianism also informs environmental decision-making. Policies aimed at sustainable development, climate change mitigation, and conservation efforts can be evaluated based on their potential to enhance collective well-being and minimize ecological suffering. 5. Personal conduct. On an individual level, adopting a utilitarian perspective can foster empathy, compassion, and a sense of social responsibility. By considering the broader impact of our actions, we cultivate a mindset that prioritizes collective happiness over personal gain. To harness the power of utilitarianism in your life, start by incorporating the greatest happiness principle into your decision-making process. Evaluate potential actions based on their ability to contribute positively to the well-being of others. When faced with ethical dilemmas, consider the broader consequences and strive to choose paths that enhance collective happiness while minimizing harm. Embrace utilitarianism as a guiding star to navigate the complexities of moral and ethical decisions, ensuring that your actions contribute to a better, more compassionate world. Explore the profound insights of utilitarianism and apply its principles to transform your life and society for the better.